You might get into practice, well actually I hope you get into practice, where they focus and practice on educating your patients and increasing case acceptance. Now sometimes, some people use the word selling dentistry. I think that's a dirty word because we want to build trust in a relationship with our patients. I like the term educate your patients. The production and the ROI will take care of itself. If you can communicate and educate in a way that your patients will understand, they will get the dentistry done and the business will be fine. Okay? So, when their oral health comes first and they understand the benefits of coming to the dentist, production dollars will take care of itself, like I said. But like I also said, it's about the livelihood of you and the owner and the rest of the team that gets a paycheck there, keeping that business up and running. And I've seen practices go bankrupt. In 2008, in the recession, more practices went bankrupt than in the Great Depression. I've seen it happen. It can happen, and it's not fun. And know that they're not mutually exclusive. You can do both. You can be a really good clinician, really good educator, and a really good businesswoman at the same time. Okay? Now I've seen people do, I've seen bad clinicians make a lot of money, and I've seen good clinicians not make any money. So they can be separated, but the best is when they're all together. And our philosophy at my practices were it needs to be a triple win. It needs to be a win for the patient, a win for all my employees, and a win for the practice. If we can get everything, if what we're learning about, we can check off all three of those, we're going to do it. We're going to implement it. Because things are changing all the time, and you're going to constantly be, whether it's new product, a new way of charting, a new way of checking a patient out, a new way to make financial arrangements, it doesn't matter. If we can check all of those off, we are golden. We're going to implement and we're going to change. Okay? And I'm going to sit and I'm going to say to them, okay, I told you what the numbers mean before I started. I went through my whole spiel of what I was about to do. By the way, patients love that. I don't know if you've experienced that already, but they say, oh my gosh, nobody's ever told me what they were doing before. I had no idea. Or they go somewhere else and they say, they didn't do the numbers thing. And I talked to my friend that works there and she goes, yeah, I did. I'm like, well, you didn't tell them you did. They thought you were scaling. Okay, from the numbers, when I explained to you that anything over a 3 is, inflamed, or we've lost attachment, and we had a lot of 4s and 5s and some 6s. So we know that there's some active disease going on there. Okay. When you go eye to eye meeting, if you sit there and have that conversation, if you pick up a scaler and then have the conversation, deal's over. They're going to want a regular cleaning because you already started it. Sit them up, stop, and talk to them. And tell them what's really going on. And they're going to go, this is serious. Okay? If you do it while they're laying down, they'll just and you'll chicken out. You will chicken out. You will sit there and talk to them about their pockets and their bleeding, and then you're going to look at the clock and you're going to go, I don't have time to grab the ultrasonic. Hopefully the ultrasonics are all in your operatory, because you're running behind if your rooms aren't stocked. If you don't have a curing light and a packet of sealant materials, you're not going to do the sealants that day. If you don't have an ultrasonic, and you've got to go walk up and go find it and trade it with someone, you're going to hand scale way too much. Hopefully you work in an office that'll get you an ultrasonic right there in your operatory. But if you're not, and you're looking, then you're like, I can just get this done. You're chicken out and you won't even present the perio. I know this because I've done it. And it's wrong. And they're not any healthier next time you see them.